allow me to introduce myself. Who knows what dastardly crime he might perpetrate next? He's a very clever arch criminal who must play.
Oh, hello my friends. How's it going? I just had a little impulse. I just wanted to vlog. So I've just picked the camera up, I put it down. I thought about what I'd like to talk to you about today, and I'm gonna do it. So this will be one of them little on-the-go type vlogs, edited by me, probably not quite as polished as the GG ones, but I know you enjoy them all the same, and I really want to bring you some of these ones anyway. And I have been saying to Gigi and sort of providing him with some more sort of pick up and go vlog style content for him to get into the vlogs, and I hope you've noticed that, and I hope you've sort of enjoyed it, because I think the videos we do together, they're all well and good, but they're very sort of planned, sort of preemptive, very much like we're going to talk about this today. And sometimes I think it misses out the finer details, which actually I think are probably what allow us to connect a bit more, and for me to sort of, you know, keep you guys updated, which is what I'm trying to do throughout this process. So just written my to-do list for today. It's my journal. Some of it is entirely irrelevant, but a few things I will mention. So client setups, obviously as to be expected with gyms reopening, we've got a list of people to get set up, which is exciting. So going to get 2 people set up today, as well as all check-ins. I've put take camera. I've sold my G7X to an old friend, Martina. I need to book a deep clean of the flat. Now, this is interesting and exciting. So we've actually rented the property out, which is huge news for me, because it means that I'm kind of free. I don't now have any sort of, other than my car, I don't have like financial ties as of the end of the month, which, oh my god, it's such a relief. It means that the money I was spending on the mortgage, I can now spend on renting somewhere, you know, where I need to go, aka Dubai, America, etc. I'm looking like fucking Basil Brush or something. And then today we're hitting pool. We're hitting pool at 11:30 p.m. with JB. So me and Josh are going to hit pool. He's got deadlifts, so I think he's going to go in a bit early. My back is not in a good way this week. I've got osteo on Thursday, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully get some work done. It's taken a while to recover as well, which is concerning. But today I'm going to take you through just a little bit of a day in the life. I want to update you on all the prep changes. I'm going to show you a bit of a physique update as well, from Crayford. So now we're back in gyms, we can provide content from in gyms, you know, without it being, you know, I don't know what the word is, illegitimate. Without it being illegitimate, I'm gonna take the camera. Obviously, I'll get a few clips of the session. Very much looking forward to pool today. Yesterday, me and the boys hit push, and it was fantastic. It was the first session in a while where I just wasn't dragging my feet between sets. You know, there was a motivation to get to each movement and get through the session, and it was good. It was really enjoyable. I hope everyone else enjoyed their first day back in the gyms if you are in England. And also, just wanted to say a big thank you to anyone who's bought the Hypertrophy training guide. So I was actually pretty disappointed initially with sales on sort of day one. But as we've trickled on this week, I'm not sure if it's because I've been speaking about it on YouTube or just, you know, people didn't do on launch day, but the response has been amazing, so I'm really happy. Let's wrap this little intro up. I will take you through prep changes before we go to the gym, and then we'll get on down to pool. And obviously between that we'll have some meals, which I can update you whilst I'm eating. Alright, it's time for one of my fauourite parts of the morning, whereby I go downstairs into the kitchen, having only drank water and black coffee, and I have my first taste of something sweet. And well, it's glorious, obviously. And as I just reach into the, oh no, better than that. Ideal. And then for dessert, if you like, we go with Astrag Flow, which is just inarguably sublimely tasting, and also very good for you, obviously. So it's a massive win-win. So this is the supplement needs sort of kidney and blood pressure supplement. And then we have the supplement needs electrolytes, which obviously is going to help me get hydrated fully. And what I'll do here is fill this up, leave it in the shaker, take it upstairs and drink it slowly. I'm not going to down this one. It's going to take my time. Quite honestly, the sun's shining through the window. I've got a little cocktail, a little berry cocktail, a little strawberry daiquiri. The ice is not, I mean, I literally could be in a pub garden. But I'm inside, I'm in a much better place than a pub garden. Cheers. So then, I was talking to the boys about this yesterday, like ranking times of the day, in terms of like best to worst. And this bit of the day is very much, it's up there with, it's up there with the best times of the day. But unfortunately I'd say it goes from hero to zero, because one of the worst times of the day is when you finish this meal. That's once again sublime. So what we've got here is the famous egg white omelette, filled with ghost vegan peanut butter, cereal milk paste, and then topped with it, and also topped with Veloci white chocolate caramel. And as you can see, cinnamon is a large feature of any meal at the moment. One of them things that's, cinnamon's just like, is at the top of the table when it comes to flavour versus flavour to calorie ratio, isn't it? Other things that go in there, coffee, salt, and then we move into things that actually do have calories, but things like reduced fat salad, cheese, olives, pretty good, bang for your buck. Parmigiano Reggiano is a classic. Lots to think about. Now I've got part one out of the way, and my hunger is somewhat satisfied. Let me talk you through my food. At the moment, food has dropped, so I'm currently consuming 2,750 calories on training days, split into 300 protein, which is why I'm eating so much ghost vegan whey, because it's so fucking good. 275 carb and 50 fat, and then rest day of 500 calories less. So 300 protein still, 150 carb, 50 fat. So just a big drop in carbs on rest days. Everything else stays the same. How does it feel? Training days, to be honest, pretty comfortable. I tend to have this meal, then go train. By the time I've done my training, I also tend to get a lot of steps in whilst I'm at the gym. So I'll do 5,000-6,000 steps on the treadmill, maybe plus 1,000 walking around the gym. By the time I get back and have that next meal, it's sort of knocking on 3 p.m. I then have another meal around 5, 6, another one at 7, another one at 8, half 8, and then I go to bed. So, or not straight to bed, but that little fast up until meal 1. And then that gap where obviously I'm training between meal 1 and 2 is ideal. So I'm feeling pretty good on that. And I think what I shall do is I shall talk you through the other changes once I've eaten this. And what we have here is cream of rice. It's actually a mixture of cream of rice and baby rice. Blueberries, apple, cinnamon, more whey, and a bit of dark chocolate. Right, so I think in this little segment, whilst I transport myself to the gym, we will talk about what I'm taking, because we can't talk about what I'm doing for fat loss without talking about what I'm taking to help me with fat loss. So you've heard me mention it already, but obviously lipolytics. So clenbuterol is in. I'm not going to talk dosing, but clenbuterol is in. I think clenbuterol is actually one of the most well-researched anabolics, if you wish to call it that, up to really like stupid doses that humans would probably never use anyway, and it's still safe. So that's one of the ones I'm using. It is a banned substance, so I'm not condoning its use, but it's something that I am using for fat loss. What clenbuterol essentially does, brings your heart rate up, essentially kind of makes the body burn more calories just at resting. So, you know, and then you can compound that by doing cardio. It means your heart rate will get up quicker when doing cardio. So things like that. But essentially your heart is beating faster. It's stimulating your heart. So that's one thing. That can sound a bit scary, but as I said, lots of research done on clenbuterol up to ridiculous doses. The next is your himbine. So that is a completely legal substance. And that I am using first thing in the morning as well as the clenbuterol. With your himbine, you need to take it away from anything that is going to spike insulin. So you can't ingest anything within 2 to 3 hours of using your Himbine if you want to be optimal, because you'll blunt the effect of it. So what I mean by that is, as I said earlier, the only thing I drink or ingest in general between sort of the hours of waking up until about 10 a.m, 9, 10 a.m, which is 3 hours, is water and black coffee. Nothing else. I don't take sweeteners. I don't use sweeteners to be on the safe side, because there are studies shown that sweeteners ingested orally can spike insulin. So we stay away from those as well. And obviously that means staying away from any of the tasty supplements, the Astrike Flow, etc. So they have to wait. What else? So also exogenous T3 and T4. So essentially to support that metabolism, as the body goes deeper and deeper into a deficit and goes longer and longer into a fat loss phase, it will metabolically adapt to the stimulus, if you like, that you're giving it in terms of lower calories, higher output. It becomes more efficient. The body becomes more efficient because it has to survive. And so what that means is it will get more efficient at carrying out, surviving day to day on less food. So it will use less, which means that's why you have to dig further and further into a deficit as you go. So the exogenous T3 will just essentially replace that metabolism that was there at the start and is no longer there. So that's another thing. And I think the final two that are sort of directly based on fat loss or have a direct impact on fat loss are injectable L-carnitine and growth hormone. So they are both taken first thing in the morning as well, pre-cardio, for their lipolytic benefits. So they are all the things that I'm taking to sort of directly stimulate fat loss. Obviously anabolics are in there as well. I'm not going to discuss those on here, but just for transparency, of course I'm not natural. I think that will be it for this little segment, and then the next thing I'll talk you through is output. But I'm about 5 minutes away from the gym, and we've got pool with Bridgman, which of course is an example of output. Chair, so let's just brighten that up a little, shall we? So there you go, very much a classic gym bro vlog, that one. Little bit of talking, little bit of food. Here's my macros, here's my training. I thought I'd just wrap the video up by just talking about my expenditure. So expenditure at the moment is at 60 minutes of cardio and rest days first thing in the morning, and 45 minutes on training days, plus 10,000 steps. That's it. I actually, when I was looking at a watch pre-bed last night, I was like, oh, how many steps have I done? 13,000 yesterday, so I went well over. The way I tend to set my cardio up is, well, my output external from training is, I'll do my cardio first thing. I would typically go to the gym, and whilst I sit my pre-workout, I'll do my steps, and then I'll train, and then if I need to get some steps in after, I'll do a few more. Or what I've been doing this week, obviously training with Josh and Tom again, takes me a little longer to get to Crayford, and I'm often late anyway, so I'll just tag those steps on post-workout. So it's nothing intense. Heart rate probably gets to 110, 120 max when I'm doing those steps, but it's purely just to get that expenditure in for convenience, because obviously from working from home, if I leave the house, it's to go to the gym, or if I've got like errands to run, which today I have. I'm going to take some things down to CEX. I've got like a PS4 and stuff, so gonna get rid of that because I don't really think anyone will buy it very easily, and I can't be asked to ship it anywhere, so there you go. But I'm just gonna finish this on a bit of a bombshell. Cal has given me my first high day. So today we have 500 grams of carbs going in. 250 protein, 500 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat. It's about an additional 700 calories. And I am feeling excited. The best thing is my dad's coming today to help me pack up some stuff. So he's going to catch me in a great mood, which is good, because I am always very conscious that on prep, my mood is not good, and I think I really try and distance myself from spending time with people, because I just don't want to put that on anyone, to be quite honest. But today will be a good day, my mood will be good, I know that for sure. So he's going to catch me on a good day, which is great. But I'll wrap this up here. Like I said, bit slapdash. Hope you've enjoyed it though, and we'll speak soon.